Let me set the scene for you. It's December 2024, and you're having an amazing time playing Fortnite OG. But then, as you enter the lobby again, you notice a new mode being advertised out of the blue. Fortnite Ballistic. Epic Games just casually announced and dropped a new mode in like 3 days, and it is one of the most interesting metaverse modes yet. But Ballistic doesn't nearly get as much recognition as it deserves, so I'm going to go over it in this video. Ballistic is a 5v5 tactical shooter where one team is attacking while the other is defending. Attacking and defending what, I hear you ask? Well, the attackers are trying to plant this, a rift point device, and the defenders are trying to stop them. So yeah, they kinda just stole this from Valorant. However, this game isn't just a Valorant knockoff through and through. What it does differently from Valorant is that there are no heroes or classes, and instead you choose a utility item that you think will benefit you in the match, known as flex gadgets. But I'll talk about the weapons and gadgets later. The attacker's goal is to plant the device safely and to allow it to go off without anyone defusing it, while the defender's goal is to either eliminate all of the attackers or to defuse the device. After 6 rounds, the teams switch sides, so now the attackers are the defenders and the defenders are now the attackers. The game ends when one team reaches 7 wins, meaning that there can be a maximum of 13 rounds per game. I should also mention the maps, I guess. Skyline 10 is the only map that is completed at the time of making this video, but there are other shell maps, which are just maps with unfinished textures that Epic are testing and changing every so often. Each map has 2 sites to plant around the device, so there is a deep amount of strategy for each team. The defenders need to work out which site the attackers are going to be, and the attackers need to avoid the defenders and plant the bomb safely. Or you could just go in guns blazing. I mean, it's never stopped me before. At the start of every round, there is a 25-second window for you to purchase some of the many weapons and items that Ballistic has to offer. There are many different weapons in Ballistic, with more being added every few updates, so to not make this video 4 years long, I'm just going to go over the weapon types. The pistols are the cheapest and weakest weapons in the game, and because of this, it's the starting weapon for every match. The assault rifles are the most used weapon type due to its great range and balanced magazine size. The shotguns are also great for close range combat, but are quite weak, so it's good to follow up with a hammer shot with a pistol to finish off the opponent. The SMGs are definitely the most underrated weapon in the game, due to its similarities with the assault rifle, especially more since the assault rifle isn't at full power due to the maps being in small enclosed areas with narrow alleyways. This also means that snipers aren't really useful, but they are here and are one of the most powerful weapons despite its small ammo capacity and long reload time. They also had Han Solo's pistol for Galactic Battle, which is pretty cool. Now it's time for the ones that can be bought at any time are the flashbang and the smoke grenade. The flashbang blurs your screen if hit by it, leaving you pretty vulnerable. The smoke screen creates a huge area of smoke, which is perfect for attacking and planting the bomb. The grenade is, well, a grenade setting off explosions. The shield bubble creates a bubble that players cannot shoot through, however it can be damaged and eventually broken. The proximity mine is a grenade that you place on the floor and can only be triggered when an enemy player walks over it. The recon grenade is without a doubt the best gadget in the game, as it scans for nearby opponents when thrown down. This really helps attackers know if it's safe to plant the device, and also for defenders to see if there are any little goblins hiding around the map. The impulse grenade just sends you in a direction after you throw it, and it's pretty useless apart from the fact that you're able to move around quicker. The fire grenade throws down fire. Duh. It's one of the most powerful gadgets, and it can help keep some defenders at bay when you throw it down near a door. Overdrive makes you move faster and also shoot faster. And finally, the first healing gadget, the Med Mist smoke grenade, which throws down a green cloud similar to the smoke grenade, except this one heals you. You can see that all of these gadgets, well, most of them, have a purpose and help shape each game differently. Well, I think I've covered the basics in the game. There are other small details like how even when the round ends, you can still eliminate opponents to get that epic troll But the most noticeable thing, in my opinion, is the fact that Ballistic is labelled as an early access mode. And the only other time a mode was labelled like that was Battle Royale itself, meaning that big things are planned for this game's future. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video at some point. Let me know if you're interested in that. I don't really have a funny joke to end with this one, so wanna play Ballistic?
No.
Get freaking slimed on, my days.